feeling right now?
I feel amazing. I'm so excited. I just can't wait. I've been working really hard this past 6 weeks. I've been dialed. It seems like that's the term everyone uses nowadays. Just working hard, and I can't wait to go out there and perform.
How long have you known that this was your fight date? You've known for...
Yeah, probably since around late December, January. I think I knew that there was whispers that there was going to be a second event. This is their third annual event. A lot of you guys know I was supposed to fight on the second one. I had a ruptured appendix, took me out, so this one's personal for me. It's a comeback fight. I want to prove that I'm fully healthy now, and I'm glad. I'm kind of honestly, I believe things happen for a reason, and that's me getting that appendicitis while I was in camp. Maybe it happened for a reason. I don't know why, but maybe it's because I can go and get this knockout tonight. These past 6 weeks have been wild. Like, it's a total change in my lifestyle. Not eating out. I'm literally only drinking water. That's it. I hired a strength and conditioning coach. Shout out Miguel Valdez. I've been working with him once a week every day during this camp. He built me a program. So I've been doing workouts based on what boxers are going to do in order to incorporate like power, speed, strength, and all that. So that's been a blessing. I've been working with my coach Stevie Bailey. He's an incredible person. Everyone at West End knows how great of a coach he is and how he creates champions. He has 2 fighters coming up, Ryan Rizicki and his wife Sarah, fighting for world titles in the next couple months, which just shows the level of where he's at. And so I've been working with him. There's a lot of great coaches at West End, Jeremy, Tommy. They're younger, but they're going to give me great insight because they've been competing at the amateur level since they were kids. So yeah, just being surrounded by very talented and knowledgeable people during this camp too has been really good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think people that know me closest know that I'm a huge Cody Garbrandt fan. I watched this fight at UFC 207. He's fighting Dominic Cruz. He's dancing. He's throwing right hands, dropping Cruz, and I want to get in that flow state tonight. That's my goal. Ever since I watched that fight, it's like I want to do that. I want to be like him. And so he's a big inspiration for me. Tons of other fighters. George Kambosos. I have a poster in my room of the fight when he became unified champion against Teofimo Lopez. And funny enough, during this fight camp, I replied to one of his stories. I always reply to this, athletes, see if they respond. Some of them do. And he responded to me. And I was driving, and the notification came up on my car. It's like, George Kambosos DM'd you on Instagram. And I was freaking out. I've never been so excited. I was like, kid in the candy store. I was so happy. And so that was a big motivation factor too. I'm sending all my friends, like, holy crap, George Kambosos DM'd me, former unified champion, someone that's inspired me. I got this tattoo, Ferocious, because of him. So that just shows someone that I've looked up to, and yeah.
Sick. And going back a little bit, I know you mentioned you're very strict in terms of drinking water, not eating out. How difficult has that been the past few weeks or 6?
Oh, it sucks. 25, living downtown Toronto. I'm in the prime of having fun. I got my work life together, doing all right for myself. And people want to go out. People want to go to events and stuff. And to be fair, I've been doing stuff. I've been going to the live sports game with the several Marlies, Raptors, TFC, and I've been doing that. I went and saw Zach Bryan. It's unbelievable. But I've stayed disciplined. I haven't touched a drip of alcohol in 6 weeks, and it's weird because I had to say no a lot, and I had to beat that guy. But I'm very lucky. I had a lot of friends that are super supportive. They believe in me. They believe I'm going to win tonight. I know I'm going to win tonight because I made sacrifices, like not drinking alcohol, like dieting, and being dedicated in the gym. Yeah. My story's wild, man, how I got into boxing. So it started, I've always been a fan. I started being a fan of MMA around 2016, 2017. Our buddy Trav would host these UFC nights, and we'd just get together, have drinks, and watch the fights. And I started getting really into it, following the careers of these guys and stuff like that. Never thought of training. I played soccer my whole life, right? Never even played hockey. It's just I got made fun of for playing soccer all the time. That was just everyone knew I was a talented player, but they just joke with me because when you're in a small town, hockey's everything. No one cared about soccer. Yeah. But anyway, we went to this birthday party. We crashed it. Everybody. It was Fournier's neighbor's birthday, his 40th party. We go there, and it's a group of 10 of us, and ever since that, or we were eating their food, like getting drinks and stuff. And you could tell we shouldn't have been there. And we were there, and a friend of mine's in line in the bathroom. Some guy cuts him off, and one thing leads to another. And I just told my friend, I'm like, hey, listen, let's just get out of here. And I turn around and I get pushed, and I'm like, what did I do? I was just trying to break up that confrontation. So he pushes me, and like I've never been in a fight in my life, and I just threw an overhand right, knocked him out cold, and a brawl started afterwards. Like 20, 30, you can ask any of the boys, Brendan, Trav, TJ, they were all in it. And this is at the Shelburne Curling Club. So that goes down, and luckily, of all people, TJ and Trav, I remember I had two guys, one guy holding my legs, one guy holding my arms, and they're choking me and he's yelling at me, you want to die tonight, you want to die tonight. And I'm just like, holy shit, like what's going on here? I just threw an overhand right, that was it. And I see TJ and Trav come out of nowhere, kick these guys' ass. They grab me, yank me out of the curling club. So that was my first time dealing in like combat, you could say. So that was like October 2019. A few months later, February 2020, I get in another situation. And this one was the one that went viral on TikTok. Everyone in my local area knows about this story. I just got over a breakup, and I didn't really want to go out, and I was moving out of Barrie the next day, and I was like, boys, like I'm just gonna chill tonight. My mom's coming tomorrow. We're packing up. We're leaving. Whatever. They're like, no, dude. Last night in Barrie, or last night here, like you're done college, just graduated. Like let's go celebrate. I'm like, okay, whatever. I go there, and it was like Mexican night or whatever. So we were having like sombreros on and stuff like that. It was nuts. And I just wasn't feeling it. And then I'm about to leave, and this girl's like, let's do a shot. I'm like, sure. She's like, come back to my place. Whatever, one thing leads to another. Next thing you know, like I'm back there, and we're chilling in our room, like having drinks and stuff. And I hear a thump on the door, and I'm thinking, like, oh, someone's trying to mess with us, whatever. Someone breaks through the door. I turn around and get sucker punched. And this guy jumps on the bed. And this is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life, is this guy beat up this girl. Like he probably hit her 5 or 6 times. She's crying, so I armadillo rolled after after I got punched, and there was like a mirror behind the door. So he picks up a piece of glass, and I'm like, shit, like I think this guy's gonna try to stab me. So he like kind of jumps at me. I go like this, boom, overhand right. Maybe I'll land that shot tonight. Who knows? But hopefully. But I drop him, and I have like a nice watch, nice chain. I grab all my stuff. I run downstairs, and I guess he starts chasing me down the stairs, and he's running around the kitchen. There's videos and stuff. It's all on my TikTok. It went viral.
Bro, can you turn around? Oh my god. Holy shit. You're fucked. Should've saw the other guy though.
And I kind of do a step back, hit him with the cross, dropped him, I threw him into the wall and just ran. And my white shirt's just covered in blood. I have a black eye or whatever, and the cop saw me, and so I'm sitting in the cop car, and they're trying to figure out everything. They arrest him. Apparently he was fighting other people too, and that was the real moment. So the first fight, the Haymaker Chris, like that showed I was stronger, or like I had something in me. The second moment where I'm at the point where I realized like I had to fight or else I'm gonna get stabbed, I was like, okay, like I need to start training, because I never know, you never know what can happen on nights out. Made me realize, because I've had so many safe nights out, but that one time when someone tries to stab you, like I've showed up. So yeah, that was that. Yeah, that was a pretty. So COVID hit shortly after that, and after that I wanted to train boxing. I started working at a Good Life in Orangeville, and I would always like sneak off and like go on the computer and watch UFC fights, because whenever it was quiet. And this guy taps my shoulder. He's like, yo, you like fights? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you ever train? I'm like, no. He's like, I got it. And this was times where like, it was hard to, like everyone was sneaking around and stuff to go into combat sports gyms. He's like, I got a gym. You should come down. We'll train Muay Thai. And I was so pumped. I went there. I'm hitting pads. First thing this guy says to me is like, dude, you have so much power. You don't even understand. So I was training with him. That's my guy, Marco Pepich. And then there was another guy at that gym, Alessandro Roman Camargo. He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Awesome guy. Me and him, during one of those, I think it was April 2021 lockdown, we'd go run 10K, we'd go in his garage, and he'd hold pads for me, and we'd box. So I was learning how to box from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. So, which was nuts. if you think of it, I'm learning how to box from a jiu-jitsu guy. So I did that for a long time, and it kind of got to the point where like, okay, like you should start going to a proper gym, start going to proper gyms, and here I am. So.
Ronnie, Chris, how do you two know each other?
We are co-workers.
Co-workers at the Toronto Cricket Club, you know. That's how we first met each other, obviously. When I first started, I was a bit timid because, you know, I'm not used to working like outside of Scarborough. I'm pretty much based in Scarborough, you know. So yeah, it's a first for everything, you know.
How did you sleep last night, Chris?
Man, great. I think I went to bed at like 10, woke up at like 8, so I got good sleep. I wasn't like, I was afraid I was gonna be tossing and turning, and like was gonna be afraid I'd be nervous and not get a good sleep, but slept great, and like I said earlier, like it was just 6 minutes. That's it, 6-minute fight.
Is this you reading Meditations or your
I
roommate?
think it's my roommate. I actually go in my room. I've been reading. That's actually something we can talk about. I've been trying to like cut down on like screen time. So I started during this camp. I started reading a lot. So I'm not a big fan of like stories and stuff. So I started reading like fighter books. So I read Cody Garbrandt, which I spoke about. He has a book called The Pact, which is a really cool story about his bond with this kid with cancer from his hometown, and how they made a pact that the kid Maddox was going to be cancer and Cody was going to become UFC champion. Both happened. And then right now I'm currently reading Dan Henderson's book, which is guy's an absolute badass, 2-time Olympian, MMA vet, absolute badass guy. And then my coworker Alex Gibson gave me a book about, I think it's Renzo Gracie. It's called Breathe. So I'm excited to read that once I'm done Dan Henderson's book. But I think as I've gotten older, you know, when we were young, we're like, oh, screw reading, like,
Right.
Yeah,
screw that.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. But now I find it kind of like calms me down, relaxes me, and it's like, it's really good before going to bed.
we're planning on partying after, right?
Oh,
Like, that's gonna be the plan.
Alcohol will be involved tonight.
You're gonna have the amount of alcohol tonight that you would have had the past, 6 weeks or so, anyways.
Without a doubt, yes. I'm just scared for my tolerance, because like 6 weeks without drinking is the longest I've ever went. And,
You're gonna have to be careful.
I'm definitely gonna have to be careful. I don't think I'll be shotgun anything tonight, or I'll lay low on the shots.
Nah, man, go crazy when you win, man.
Thing is, like, I'll knock someone out in the ring, then I'll knock myself out with alcohol later tonight. You know what I was thinking? Like, the other day, I was pissed I could not make the shed scene in the Lag Goodbye. I got asked, and I was super like grateful for that because I thought it was a cool opportunity. But then my work made me stay until like 2 o'clock, and you guys were already crushing beers, and I think filming that scene like earlier in the afternoon. And that was actually the first day I met you, Nolan.
Yeah,
That
it
day,
was.
Yeah, the day you guys filmed the shed scene, which is arguably the funniest scene in that movie.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Yeah. So,
what do you think is gonna be going through your mind? What do you hope is gonna be going through your mind when you're,
yeah,
coming down?
That's a good question. Visualization's key. So I've visualized walking in the ring. I visualized what I'm gonna do as soon as I step in the ring, and how I'm gonna feel. So I know I'm probably gonna tense up. Like, it's just every high athlete gets nervous. Like, it doesn't matter what you do or what sport you're at. So as soon as I want to like feel that intensity and those nerves as I'm walking in, and then as soon as I step in the ring, I want to like kind of release that, and then just stay loose, and just stay ready. So I'll calm myself down as soon as I step in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the plan. Just as soon as I'm going to go in there, just tell myself like, yo, you were in this moment, like you put in a lot of work for this, and as soon as I get in there, just stay loose, just do your thing, have fun. That's the best part. Have fun. This is a rare opportunity. So
Is there any one person in particular that you're super stoked is coming tonight? Or
my
just-
mom and my brother, yeah, I can't wait to. They know how hard I've worked, so
Yeah.
I can't wait to shine in front of them. Respect.
I got you. Always got you, anytime.
Yeah. Now I know.
You know where I'm at.
I can get a haircut at work now.
Yeah, exactly. You know where I'm at, guys. I got you.
I know your schedule. I
I know my
got it.
schedule. Anytime, bro. Good luck in your fight, bro.
Thank you, Mo.
I
Appreciate
know
it,
you
man.
do well, bro. Knock him out, man. Knock him out,
That
bro.
is the plan, man. Hopefully it's less than 6 minutes.
Hopefully it's
So
less than
that's
10.
the plan. Get in, get out.
Get
have
in,
a
get
beer.
out, bro.
That is the plan.
Get after, man. You deserve a drink right after, bro.
Oh yeah. Well,
My guy.
plural drinks.
cafe are we going to?
Going to you ever been to Liberty Village? Classic spot, Liberty Village Cafe. Good coffee, good food, so probably to walk around Liberty, you know, get some fresh air, keep the mind right, so it's gonna be. Change the background in our group chat of a fighter walk into the ring. So,
Let's go.
Let's go. Thought that was kind of funny.
So what are you getting, Chris?
Every time I get here, usually the BLT, it's prime.
BLT
Reminds
is
me
prime.
of, like anyone who's from Shelburne, like we used to have this place called Pete's Deli, and it was like right across from a Tim Hortons. So it unfortunately went out of business, but like the food was so much better than the Tim's there. So this reminds me of like a little bit back home.
There's got to be someone.
I don't know. No, yeah, you're exactly right. That's what I'm hanging out with like Nolan and Kirk. We're shooting like a mini documentary. We're gonna vlog the day. It was gonna be fucking sweet. And I was just telling them like, yeah, it happens in the sport all the time. You know, fighters pull out and you get screwed over. So you sign up for this, but the thing I'm more pissed about is you know, people spend money to come here. So and I just got told there's no refund. So yeah, so I'm not happy about that. But what can I do? Yeah, exactly. Nolan just said the same thing. He's like, don't even worry about fucking refunds and shit. Like, that's not your fault. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'll buy him a couple of beers tonight. He'll be happy. But no, I appreciate you reaching out, man. I'll see you next week in UFC 300. I'm getting fucking obliterated that night, so see you then. I'm at like one of the biggest gyms in Toronto too.
Yeah.
So like I have my coach is like one of the most best networking coaches. So he was telling me, he's like, I got like 4 or 5 guys on standby last night. We're just waiting for someone to confirm, and I just shows no one wants to fight me. So that's my positive. It's like, okay, you don't want to fight me? Like a guy who has 0 fights, you're afraid to fight a guy with 0 fucking fights? That just shows. So I don't really know what to say. I just want to make sure that people that were commuting, that were going to take time of their day to drive and see me, don't do that, because they'll just be sitting with me having beers tonight instead.
Yeah.
But, oh man, what can you do? Oh, there's the night moves. Yeah. Night moves? I just got a text, just my coach said, hey, sorry Chris, your opponent pulled out. And and that's it, man. It happens all the time in the sport, apparently, So my point of view, I'm just trying to think like a buddy's scared to fight me. So. And like I was hurting guys when I was sparring. I broke the guy's nose. I dropped like 2 or 3 guys like training for this fight. So I was thinking, like, man, what's gonna happen if I throw a punch at 100% on somebody? I'm gonna fucking flatline them. That's I envisioned it, right? Guess we'll find out another day, or at the Wheat Chief tonight.
Someone else, their opponent canceled too, right?
Yeah,
Tony.
My teammate Tony, he's a really, really good boxer, and my coach just said like this happens. Like he said, Tony's opponent literally just pulled out too. Like this happens on fight days all the time. Like, your fights pull out. Like I knew it was a possibility, and I knew, like I said earlier, with me being a bigger guy, it's harder to find. So like I appreciate my. Oh fuck! No way! Live footage. May have got someone for an exhibition. Holy fuck!
I got that, but I was panning
That's why
over.
we keep recording, boys.
Now I gotta text everyone I'm fucking fighting. Fuck!
Wait, you're back on? Is this for
I
sure?
just got text because my amateur. This is gonna be an exhibition, so it's gonna be like a for fun fight. Oh fuck, my heart's racing right now. I gotta call Trav. I gotta call fucking Florian. I gotta call everyone. Fuck. Oh my god, man. Wow. Like I went from like super fucking fired up to relaxed to like racing again.
Hello?
Hey, my fight's back on now. They found a new guy already.
Oh, okay.
So if you're making make the trip out.
So continue on as
Yes,
as
yeah,
usual
just
then?
don't forget about that little hiccup. I'm gonna fight and I'm gonna go knock this fucking guy out.
What's the hiccup? What do you
Well,
mean?
just like I got told there's no one to fight, and then all of a sudden my coach is like, I'm sorry, like nothing I can do. And then I was like, no worries, like I appreciate you understanding. I'll still come watch the fights. And then he just texted me like, what's your weight? And I said like a 186, and he's like, okay, hold on. And then he said, don't eat or drink until the weigh-ins. I got you a fight. So
Oh, okay.
it just happens in the sport. It's so fast paced, right? So
So is this somebody similar experience?
yeah. It's an exhibition. So at first I was gonna fight an amateur fight that'll go on my record. This is just an exhibition fight, so it's just like kind of like just for fun now.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I'm still scrapping now.
Okay, and do you know like around what time or
I-
anything you would be on or no?
Still waiting for that.
Yeah, okay. Alright, because I guess it starts at 7:30. Like, you'd be one of the earlier ones, do you think?
I have no idea where they're positioning me.
Okay. Alright, well, if you find anything out about that, let us know, because, you know.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get texted the belt list soon. So
Yeah, okay.
okay, I'm gonna
Good.
hold on. I got another call, but I'll see you tonight.
Okay.
Okay, bye. Love you.
Okay, bye.
I'm fucking back.
You're fighting?
Oh yeah, I got a text. I was like, "What's your weight?" I said 186 right now. He said, "Good, you're not." So I'm fighting an exhibition now. At first I was fighting an amateur that would go on my record. Now this fight's just for fun, but I'm still gonna fucking knock him out. So now that the fight's changed from an amateur fight to an exhibition, it's technically no winner if it goes the distance, but we're not gonna go the distance. I'm gonna fucking knock this out.
Yeah, you are.
You ever use one of these?
No.
They're clutch, man. Oh yeah. Yeah, sorry for that little scare. I probably texted 30
Oh yeah, I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, everyone had the same reaction. They were with me, bro. They got it on film.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And they got me on film finding out I got a new fight.
Oh yeah, that's been
So it's been a whirlwind of fucking
emotion.
for sure.
Like yeah.
It went from like fired up and confident to like down in the dumps. But like you can ask that, Mike. I wasn't like fucking freaking out or anything. Then we get back here and all of a sudden it's like, what's your weight? And I tell him my weight. He's like, okay, we got something for you.
Beauty, dude.
So,
Should be a good night then.
yeah, that's what me and Jake was saying. We were gonna end up like having like a sad drinking night, thinking what if or what could have been. Now it's gonna be like we're drinking because Chris just put on a fucking show. And then now I gotta find out I can't weigh more than 186.
I gotta go for a run.
Yeah, I might have to go and run on the treadmill.
What happens if they find out you're more than that?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Just wanted to talk to you a little bit about, your last setback for your last fight, because you're gonna have a fight back in the fall, right?
Yeah, November 2023, I was scheduled to fight, and unfortunately, my appendix burst in my sleep, and it sucked. It was the most pain I've ever felt in my life. So basically, what happened was I trained the night before. I was sparring and it felt great. It felt like incredible shape, and I was 2 weeks in the fight camp, and basically, I went to bed and I had a little bit of a stomach pain before bed, but I was thinking, oh, maybe I just ate a little too late, nothing too crazy. Wake up, probably 2 in the morning, and I'm just sweating refusively. I'm like, what is going on with me right now? And I have this sharp pain in the right side of my body, and I'm like, what, this, like most pain I've ever been, I'm just aching, and I'm trying to I get up on my room, I'm walking around my apartment, I walk outside the balcony, we're out here, just try to get some fresh air, nothing's working, I lay back down, and then I start throwing up, like a lot, and I don't really throw up that often anyways, so I'm like, something's wrong. Text my mom, I'm like, Mom, I'm gonna go to ER, like I knew right away, because apparently when you have the sharp pain on the right hand side, that's appendicitis. So I texted my mom, I'm gonna go to the ER, I texted my boss, I'm like, hey, I'm not coming to work today, I'm gonna go to the ER, and I got there at 6 a.m, and pretty much, they put me in IVs, did the CAT scan, ultrasound, all that stuff, told me I had a burst appendix, and it was heartbreaking because I was
I was dialed for like 2 weeks, just trained, focused, so excited to fight, and then lost that opportunity. And it sucked. I didn't get surgery for 30 hours, man. I stayed the night and woke up the next day until 4 p.m. or the next day at 4 p.m. So I was at the hospital at 6 a.m. September 12th, I believe it was that. And then September 13th at 4 p.m. is when I had surgery. Dude, I was literally, I couldn't eat or drink because you need an empty stomach. I was shivering, shaking because I was so dehydrated and freaking out. And then, yeah, I had my surgery and I was gone 2 weeks. I lost like 20 pounds. One of my incisions, or later, I lost 20 pounds, could barely walk, needed my mom to help me, walk me to bed. I didn't shower for like 5 days, just like Brendan in The Lag Goodbye. If you've seen that movie, you know that scene. But, so I remember taking that first shower, like literally crawl in the shower, just the most disgusting shower I've ever had in my life. So greasy. And yeah, it was a hard setback because I couldn't do personal training at all, because I couldn't walk or anything. I was just office bound, couldn't lift anything heavier than I think 40 pounds or whatever, 50 pounds. And so I couldn't work out, and I work in a gym, so I'm surrounded by it, and I can't, it's like window shopping for X amount of time I did. And then, yeah, I recovered. I just started working my ass off afterwards. I gained all my weight back. And yeah, it was actually when I was working out and getting back into it, it was fun, like seeing the results come back again. You know, like once you get near a certain area in fitness, you feel like you're stuck, unless you take like steroids or something. But like I felt like I was kind of getting to that point, but then I lost all my gains, and then I gained it all back just through hard work and again. So this is a comeback story for sure.
Fuck yeah.
I feel great, man. I'm just relaxed. I'm glad to be surrounded by you guys.
Yeah, man.
If I wasn't, I'd probably just be maybe a bit in my own head thinking about it, but I'm not. I feel good. It just sucks though, like I was saying, like I'm gonna finish this guy, but if I don't, it's considered like an exhibition, both our hands get raised, but I'm gonna finish this guy. I wanna make him quit.
Yeah.
So
what do you think you're gonna weigh in as?
hopefully 186.
186.
Yeah, 185, 86.
And technically, what is the range that you're supposed to be in?
It shouldn't be too much. Like usually, I think it's between 180 and 190.
180, 190. Okay.
Yeah, so like I'm just gonna be a little lighter than I usually am.
Mm-hmm.
But that's alright. I haven't ate a lot today. I had 2 slices of toast. I did drink quite a bit of water in the morning, and then I had that coffee and that BLT. But I don't think the BLT is gonna put a lot on me. So.
And the guy you're fighting, did you find out who he is?
No,
you still haven't found out.
I'll see him when I step in the ring.
You'll see him.
Or maybe at weigh-ins. We'll see. The other guy that weighs around 186. That's how I'll find out.
Do you think that if you met your opponent or you knew your opponent, do you think that would make a difference in terms of how you fight them or how you approach it?
Depends. Like, I don't think it'd make too much of a difference. I have guys on this card, like teammates are fighting teammates. I think that psychologically sucks.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I don't have to do that, because if I was fighting my teammate, I'd low-key feel bad, like hitting them 100%, because I know how hard they work in the gym and I've trained with them, etc. Right? But now I don't know who this guy is. He's just a stranger to me, and he's just my next victim.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot wait just to step in there, do my thing. So.
It's gonna be electric in there.
Yeah,
it will be.
Yeah, I'll tell you this: when I walk out that ring, it's gonna be louder than any other single fighter in there. And then when I win, it's gonna be twice as loud as when I walk out. I'll guarantee you that. I'm gonna make this guy, like, I'm gonna put him in the corner. I'm gonna either pop my jab all night, and I'm gonna finish him. I don't care. It's an exhibition. It doesn't mean shit to me now. I'm going there to finish him. I didn't train this hard to poke or to like dance around in the ring, right? So when I fight, I finish people. So that's my plan.
What do you think your opponent's thinking right now? What do you think's going through their head?
Good question. I don't know. Just hopefully he's down to fight.
Yeah.
I don't want someone that's gonna hug me all night, you know? Like,
yeah.
I wanna fight. I'm not here to dance, and I'm not here to fucking do the. Remember what's that called? What did we have to do in grade 6? Square dance. I don't want someone to try to square dance with me. Like I wanna fight.
Yeah.
So.
Fucking exactly, man.
Because if he's gonna clinch me, man, I'm just literally gonna push him off and hook him. Like I'll do whatever I can to make sure. Thing is with me too, like I have a feeling he's not as tall as me. There's no way. There's no way there's someone 185, 6'3". So I have a feeling I'm gonna go in, gonna have that reach advantage. I'm just gonna pop my jab all around, hopefully, and then set up a big shot. I want to break his nose.
Yeah.
I want to break his nose. That's my goal tonight. I want him to leak it.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Personal trainer at home.
And at the gym, bro.
And personal chef.
Yeah. Should be charging this guy lifestyle coach.
Your rent's about to go up, son.
It just did actually.
There you go. That's how I earn my pay.
Got a battery life light on there.
You know what's nuts? I didn't talk about today too. I sprained my wrist in the camp. And sorry.
Just face
I'm
that
rolling,
way.
so you can talk about it. Yeah, talk about it.
Yeah. Speaking of like recovery and stuff, like I sprained my wrist like 3 weeks ago, really bad, and like I couldn't use my left arm at all, and I had to keep training because I was so deep in the camp. And I'm like, man, people paid to come see me. I'm not gonna be a pussy and say, oh, I'm not fighting anymore. So when I literally, that's not funny with the vibe, right?
It's like you're speaking to a fan.
Yeah. Thankfully, I went and saw like a physio at my work. He gave me like this weird thing, like it was deep inflammation. He like stuck a needle in my arm, no, the marks are gone now, and it helped with the inflammation of the swelling. And then I just had the ice like every day, and now it feels perfect. Like I couldn't even do like bicep curls. I couldn't do hooks, and I couldn't do left uppercuts because it hurt so much. Because going up with my wrist hurt so much. I could only jab. But I was telling my coach, he's like, yo, you won't even feel it with the adrenaline. Now it's perfectly fine. So I've been kind of hesitant to throw the left hook, but I think I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I believe manifestation, big time. I think you have to as a fighter. You gotta be a little bit selfish and stuff like that. But I wrote this down 6 weeks ago from first day at camp, and it's been sitting on my dresser. It's the first thing I see every time I wake up in the morning when I grab some underwear and socks. So today's the day, April 5th, I'm gonna go make this shit happen. So let's go. En route. Here we go after a whirlwind of a day. Finally going to the venue. A few hours ago I thought I was just gonna watch, but yeah, apparently my coach sent me a text saying you don't know how many, or you don't even know how many texts and emails I've sent in the past 24, 48 hours, so I guess it's hard to find guys that weigh my size. So.
You're en route.
En route to the venue. After, like I said, it's been a lot today. Ever since we linked at 11, it's 4:45 now. Weigh-ins are in about 45 minutes, I think, if my math is right.
How do you feel now compared to how you felt, earlier today? I know it's been a whirlwind of a day. We've probably felt 100 different emotions.
Man, I've been through everything today. I went through excitement, disappointment, emotion, like sadness. But right now I just feel ready. Ready, yeah. Just ready to perform, man. And now I know too, with it being an exhibition, there's gonna be unfortunately no winner unless I finish them. But like I said, I'm fighting to finish. I'm not fighting for some participation trophy. Like whatever, you're just not gonna fight. But this guy went out of his way and he's been going down his way just to find someone for me. So super appreciative for this.
Yeah, so like it's kind of wild that they did that for, because you're amateur, you're not one of the pro guys.
I haven't even had a fight yet. And
Yeah.
he just went through hell just to find me a fight.
Yeah.
Like he has guys that are worldwide ranked, like in the top 10 in the world. And like he's just looking out for someone like me who's just looking to get their first fight. So it just shows like the quality of a person he is.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I reached out and started training with him. It's been an awesome year and a half. I've gotten so much better. I've learned about stuff I would have never thought when I was fighting. So.
Expressway West.
Do you know Zach Bryan? You ever listen to him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's good.
Yeah, I saw
You
him.
went to the show, yeah.
It was unbelievable.
It's crazy how everybody knows all the lyrics.
That's what I was saying. Like, everyone's singing word for word every single song. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is incredible. Like, it's like the best atmosphere at a concert I've ever been to by far.
Yeah.
And like, that's another thing too, going back to like just being dialed. Like, I didn't drink at all. I could have crushed a few beers and enjoyed myself, but I just felt like alcohol was like my poison, you know?
Yeah.
Until after tonight.
And you still had a good time there.
Yeah, I had a great time. That's just how good he is too. Because people are saying, oh, you're going to see Zach Bryan, you can't even drink. Well, I'm like, well, first off, it's a Monday, so I got to work tomorrow, so I don't want to feel like shit. And then second off, like it's just part of the process, you know?
Yeah.
Like, not being able to eat and drink right now feels like when I was in the fucking waiting room, just not being able to eat or drink, waiting for surgery. Give me the same kind of feeling, just dry mouth. But obviously, I was in pain here. I feel amazing right now. And like I said earlier, I when I box, like I like being on an empty stomach. So.
Yeah.
How's it going?
What's up, man?
We're here.
What's up? Hey, buddy.
Why do you look 30?
Okay, so how do you know Chris?
So I'm his coworker. I've been working with him since August of last year.
Are you excited to see him tonight in the ring?
I'm really excited. I've never seen him box like in person in a professional match before, only in teaching teams. So this is going to be really exciting. I know he's trained really hard and he's very serious about staying fit. And every time I come to work sick, he's like, stay away from me. So I know that he's been training really hard for this, and I can't wait.
He's coming over. What?
Pulled out.
Are you serious?
Yeah, 20 minutes ago, apparently.
20 minutes ago?
Yeah.
No! Oh my god, dude, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, this is
Twice. What the hell? Seriously?
I swear, what a fucking crazy day.